What's up, YouTube? I'm Gabe.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Gabe and Nikki's YouTube channel.
Oh, you forgot to say Anna Maya. Say hi.
Say hi. But
You agree with that note.
Hi.
Hi.
But yeah, she's the reason why we do everything we do, and she's a part of everything we do. Anywho, the purpose of this video today is basically, we just started YouTube this year. Our goal,
If you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Anybody who's been following us, thank you. We appreciate the support. We literally just started this year in January. Just all like the support we've gotten so far has been overwhelming and unexpected, and we just like really appreciate it. But we feel like we haven't really been very like personal.
So we wanted to get a little face to face.
Yeah.
And tell a little bit about ourselves and our story.
I mean, a couple of people asked us to tell our story of how we met, so we're definitely gonna share that.
I was lost before you.
I'm lost without you.
No, but I mean like
And
background.
then I found you.
Like what we kind of do in like real life.
That's
Like
who I am now. Family YouTuber.
family YouTuber. My hair's down. My hair's not normally down. I feel kind of.
He's in Tarzan mode right now.
Yeah, I'm in Tarzania. Okay, I'll go first. My name is Gabriel Baker. That's what I am on social media. People, my family and friends and close people call me Gabe. My background is modeling and music. Basically, I started with modeling like in 2018. Been with a few agencies, currently still with a few agencies. I'm not gonna say exactly who, just to like
Privacy purposes.
Yeah, privacy purposes. Big agencies. And that's really just kind of like how I started with the whole like content thing. We both into like making content and like social media stuff.
Social media stuff.
Social media stuff.
Internet stuff.
But yeah,
Content creation.
Content creation, fashion. I have my own clothing brand as well. This shirt is from my clothing brand. It's called Arc of Angels.
Go check them out.
Go check that out. I mean, I won't go into full extent, but that's just a little bit about what I do. Modeling and music, and now I'm a family man.
There we go.
Go.
Hey. Alright, what's my background? Where do I begin?
I know, I was like, how far should I
in
take?
97. No, I was a gymnast for like 10 years, and I feel like that really shaped who I am as a person. Retired in high school due to back injuries and whatnot. I always did modeling when I was younger. I was in like Fred Meyer ads and did a little modeling here and there that my parents would put me in.
We were both in Fred Meyer ads.
Yeah.
Shout out Portland. Shout out the Northwest.
So modeling started young, and then I kind of took a break. Obviously, gymnastics took over. I got back into it when like Instagram started getting big and just like taking content creation more serious, and then going to Miami and doing swim week. That kind of helped my model career jumpstart, and then going from there and posting on Instagram and
Also fitness.
oh yeah,
Like I feel like we both.
fitness is
a big
like
part
a
of
big,
both our lives.
yeah, I do a lot of like fitness inspired.
Nikki
Yeah,
has her own-
weightlifting is like a big part of my life, and like that's my therapy.
Especially because she was like a gymnast, and she has her own like workout program. I would consider
Nikki
you.
Be Fit.
I would consider you like a
Check it
fitness
out.
and beauty influencer. Like
Yeah, I
swimsuit.
kind of do fitness and then beauty. It's kind of my thing. I do a lot of makeup stuff. I'm also an esthetician and laser certified. That's one of
She's
my
certified.
future aspirations, but I am certified. So.
Certified. Yeah. No, we're gonna open a beauty salon down the road.
Yeah,
So-
a med spa,
All that.
all natural med spa.
All that.
Well, we can't tell you all that, but
Yeah, that's for the future.
good things are coming. Big things are coming. There's a lot of things that we want to do and aspire to do in the near future.
Yeah.
But right now, we're just trying to be the best parents to Amaya and started planning our wedding. So
For
now
those
that's
of you
kinda
who
the
don't know,
next-
we aren't married. For
Yeah.
any of you who've been following us and think we're married, I'm sorry, but that was a photo shoot, and then we like made a video out of it, and everyone keeps congratulating us on being married. which we're getting married. Like we're gonna get married for sure,
Yeah.
but not yet. So make sure to congratulate us
This
again.
year though, November, we're planning it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not invited.
Whoa.
But-
No one's about it. Not even like a lot of our family's not even about it. We're doing
Yeah, it's
real,
very intimate.
real close.
Friends and family, but it's in the planning, it's in the works, so it's
You're-
gonna be here in real soon, sooner than later. So that's kind of the rundown on us before meeting.
Yeah.
Life before meeting the love of our life.
Yeah. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. Vancouver, actually. Washington.
Oh, the crazy thing, actually,
Wow, that ties into the story. But to say they're from the same place.
yeah. Let's get into it, how we met.
Well, hold on.
You want me to tell it?
I want you to start. Is
Fair.
like tell it from your perspective. Whenever you get bored, just pass it off.
I'll pass the torch.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do I don't even know where to begin. So we're both from Portland, Oregon. But we didn't know each other until I moved here to Arizona about 4 years ago now. So 2020 during the pandemic. And then he moved here 2020 as well in October-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, October-ish. So we ended up from the same city, ended up moving here the same year. Crazy. We kind of had our own stuff going on, and apparently we already met, but
Yeah.
we both don't
apparently.
really remember that, which is really strange, but yeah. Maybe we just both looked really different then. I don't know.
I guess.
I
I was faded.
But he
I
had
was super faded.
he had a girlfriend at that time, and I was in a new relationship at that time. So I think we were
Situationship.
just both not obviously looking. Anyways, so apparently that happened, and then fast forward, I remember seeing you on Instagram one time. I went to your page, or stumbled across your page from a mutual friend that we both follow. I think you were modeling for their clothes or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was some tracksuit or something. I don't know.
Tevin stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I told you that.
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
I?
That's funny.
I was like, oh, he's kind of cute or whatever. So I went to his
Whatever's
page,
crazy.
and I was like, oh, he's really cute. He had a baby face, and I was like, oh, he's cute, But I was like, whatever, moving on. And then, I guess he kind of found my Instagram one day too, and was like, oh my God, this is my dream girl. Do you want to tell that
You want me to-
part?
Okay.
Your first discovery of me.
Yeah. So I was actually following her sister.
Oh. Yeah.
I was shout out Corey. I was following her sister on Instagram, and really nothing ever me and her sister never talked, nothing. It was just
No DMs.
no DMs, nothing. It was literally just
Phew, thank God.
no, for real. But it was really just because we were just both. I think we just both saw that we had a lot of mutual friends, and just kind of I just assumed I knew her, honestly. So anyways, we were following each other for a while, and when I saw Nikki's page, I was like, this last name looks super familiar. I was like, what? Because I think it was a shoot. It was same type of thing. You were just in someone's shoot or
No,
something.
I think they reposted
Or
my
reposted
pics
your pic.
on their, I don't know.
True. So I was like, who the heck is this? And then saw the same last name, and I was like, wait, what? And then so I was like, okay, well, if they're sisters, then she's from Portland too, probably. And then I go to her page, see that we have a hella mutual friends. At this moment, I think to myself, I'm like, do I shoot the shot? Or do I just play it cool? And I'm a play it cool person in general, in real life. And I just was like, you know what, we have so many mutual followers. Watch me, I'm gonna run into this girl. I'm naturally. Like one day I'm just gonna run into her.
And that's like a big thing for me. Like I've never dated anyone that like I didn't first like meet in person. Like I love meeting people organically. Sliding in the DMs just kind of ruins it for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, especially because you can't
And it's just like,
see how people are talking.
It's meant to be. You cross paths, like that's just like so meant to be, you know?
Yeah. Well, like internet meeting is just not a good first impression because it's like, first off, you don't even know unless you're sending like voice notes or video calls
And
or like
it's like-
FaceTiming. It's not the real
Yeah.
personality, and you're like guarded or like don't know who.
And
what
it's
the
like
heck
people
your
have
motive
their
is.
like Instagram persona, like
Yeah. True.
So at that point, we both like have seen each other's Instagrams, whatnot, and then, so this is where it starts to get juicy. So it was my birthday, and one of my best friends came into town to celebrate with me. We did dinner and went out one night. We had a whole like weekend celebration. Whole weekend celebration. And so the first night was just the
This was
girls.
like-
we went
It was
to
like
dinner
your
and
third
went
birthday
out.
dinner or something.
No, yeah, it really was. And the second night we went to Toka. It was more of like a low-key dinner, you know. And my friend was talking to this guy and she was like, hey, like this guy that I'm talking to wants to come and he wants to bring his friend. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want like some randoms at my like birthday dinner.
Okay.
But at the same time, it was like the second one. So I was like, whatever, like go ahead, bring them. So, oh, she like kind of showed me his Instagram and I was like, oh, I've like definitely stumbled upon this guy. So like I wasn't mad about it. If a friend was then it would have been a problem. But I'm like, okay, perfect. Like I'm, you know, this is good. Like this could be fun.
You still weren't juiced about it, but
I still wasn't like juiced because I was kind of like, I don't know, everyone cries on their birthday, you know. I was kind of like a little annoyed because it wasn't
Your
really
plans.
my plan, yeah. So we get to Toka and we like end up having to like wait for our table for a little bit. And her guy and Gabriel show up. We get introduced. Do you remember our introduction?
Yeah. I mean, well, okay, I'll fast forward a bit back, cause
Fast forward or rewind?
or no, rewind.
You just blowing from Stupid Town?
But my boy was like, I get a random text in the middle of the day, and he's like, "We're going out with." Okay, I won't actually say it. It's like we're going out with some Instagram models tonight or something. I think he said something more something than that, but I'm not gonna share what he said. But something like that. And he was like some baddies, like, bro, we're going out with some baddies tonight to dinner. And I'm just like, all right. And then, so I'm not thinking anything of it. We meet up later and we're like about to head out the door. I haven't even like asked anything about it, like who, anything. We're like about to head out the door and he shows me her Instagram and I'm like, I was like, no way. I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, what, you know this girl? I was like, well, I think she's from Portland. And the guy that, my homie, Liam, it sounds weird just saying it, not saying who it was.
No,
Shout out Liam Fitzgerald. But, so he shows me and I'm like, oh, but he's from Portland too.
We were
And
all from
We're all from
Portland.
Portland. And so,
Like my girl was in town from Portland.
yeah, and then
And they met in Portland. Originally.
me and Liam?
No.
Oh yeah.
My friend and
yeah. And then so yeah, it was just like I was just like, wait, what? Like I definitely seen her before. I was like, dang, like low key, like I've been wanting to like talk to this girl, but just haven't. So this is perfect. Like cool. Low key got like nervous knowing like before like knowing who it was. Like it was just some girls. Like I was like whatever. Then like knowing that it was like seeing her Instagram, it instantly like I was like juiced, but I was like a little like nervousness because I was like dang, like because I had already like not shot the shot the first time. So
You gonna keep puff faking that thing, or you gonna take a shot, Brad?
Huh? What?
Like, this is my real shot, you know? So, but of course, you know, we gotta play it cool. And so, you know, anyways, we go to dinner, and then we got there like pretty early, or like earlier than the reservation. Y'all had like a crazy late reservation. It was like for like midnight or like something like that.
It was like a really last minute reservation.
Like seeing you, I just remember we were by the bar, and then you had like, I think you had like gone to the bathroom or something. He was like, oh, they say they're here, because he was like texting your friend. He was like, oh, they're here. And then so he's like, oh, they say they're in the bathroom. So we like started making our way towards the bathroom. I think you guys were coming out of the bathroom. And then that's when we introduced ourselves. And I shook your hand, right? Or do we?
You don't remember?
I just remember that I just seen the prettiest girl I've ever seen in real life. And I had one shot, so. I think I said happy birthday.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. Yeah, I said happy birthday. I remember that. Cause yeah, that's important. And I just wanted to like, I wanted to just like let her know that like, I know that this is about her, and like, I know I'm an add-on to this. So it's like, I made sure to say happy birthday like right off the bat, cause I felt like that was important. And then we ended up like ordering shots, but like there was like no room at the bar. It was like packed out. There was like no room at the bar. We're like trying to order a drink. And then it sucks cause like we had just met, but it's like super loud. It's like when you meet someone like at the club or something, and like you can't talk to them. It's like you just got introduced, but like you can't really talk or anything because it's like loud as hell. But anyways, so we're like trying to order a drink, and then luckily like before we could order the drinks, I think our reservation came up, like the table got called. So then we go to the table, and then
we got a really crappy table. It was like by the door. It was like freezing, and so you like gave me your jacket. That was like so sweet. Okay, but let's say like our first impressions of each other.
First impressions of each other? Alright.
I was like, okay, like this guy is like really handsome. He looked better than he did on Instagram. He was like tall as
You didn't think I was tall? On like based on Instagram? I don't look tall on Instagram.
I mean, you can tell you're tall, but like
I guess
in
it's hard to,
person,
like-
it's just like, like ooh. Anyways, so I'm like, ooh, he's tall and he can dress. He was wearing like olive green jeans, and I love green. And you know, he had like all these like neutral colors on. He had like braids. He had platinum blonde hair at the time.
Cornrows.
In cornrows, and I was like, ooh, he was fine. He was fine. You are fine. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, this is cool. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad. There's a couple random strangers,
Happy
and
birthday
one
dinner.
is like fine AF. Anyways, and you know, he had like a cool demeanor. It was very like calm and collective and like swaggy, confident, and just like wasn't trying too hard. It was just like very natural. I could tell he was like into me, but he wasn't like, forcing anything, and he was being like super respectful. It really made me like more drawn to you.
Play it cool.
Yeah. Well, at first he was sitting by like one of my other friends I was at the dinner, and they were like kind of talking, and I was like, I don't know, they might, you know, be vibing.
Heck no.
So
Frick no. I was just being a nice guy.
no, yeah, I figured. But then like you gave me your jacket, so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you know, that was
Yeah.
very nice of him. He was
Yeah.
just being a gentleman. Yeah, I was just like very attracted to you. Not just like physical appearance, like yeah, very it was physical, but also your like vibe and aura was just like super like calm and like gentle and like confident. Like I was like magnetized. What do you call it? Like our energies just like
No, for sure. Just pull, like attraction.
yeah, like just
Connection.
like attraction. Like I was being like pulled to you.
Yeah.
It felt like familiar.
Yeah, 100% easy to just be like comfortable and
It just
cool.
flowed.
We were just chilling, yeah. So like when I first saw her, I already knew she was gonna be like looking amazing. It's her birthday and it's her. Like I seen her Instagram before, like, but like breathtaking. Like literally, she was wearing this like a white knit skirt with little set with like a little it was almost like a sweater, like a zip up,
like
but it was like dainty, like off the shoulder type vibe, but just like banging. And the way you like carry yourself was very like poised and like you just tell like you know your worth. Like you just like carry yourself like you know who you are, and it's low-key like kind of intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Like if my friend like didn't know your friends and we didn't get introduced that way, like I probably wouldn't, like if I seen you, I probably wouldn't like come up and just talk to you.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I really don't do that. Even in my past, like I don't do that. I kind of just like let things naturally occur. I don't like try to like game girls up or like and stuff like that. But like, yeah, you definitely kind of like were like on the more like intimidating like vibe you put off. I'm not even gonna lie.
Resting bitch face.
RBF, like a little bit, but like you definitely like you smiled when we met. It was easy to be myself, but I just knew I was just not gonna try or like overdo anything, you know, and I was just gonna like just let it happen. And I'm just glad I just like let it flow and just happen. Based off like that first dinner was like a shit show, honestly. Like she got sat next to the door. It was hella cold.
But it was smooth because like
I guess it kind of set me up. Yeah, it like worked in my favor because like it was hella cold. She was by the door. She was like complaining about how cold it was, so it gave me an opportunity to give her my jacket. Things just kept going wrong though. Like we ordered shots and they didn't come, or like the wrong ones would come, or like we ordered like oysters and like that was like one of the only things she was excited about to eat was like the oysters, and the oysters were like foul. Like she like.
Oh my god, the oysters were so disgusting that night.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever had oysters that disgusting.
And like they like smelled. And like she couldn't bear the smell, so I literally like picked them up and walked them to another table and like just set them on a different table.
Yeah, he
like,
was a real one.
It was just like little shit like that. And then and then went to like a club, got a bottle.
But it was like late already, so it was like kind of cut our time short. But like honestly, that was probably good, so we didn't get like too faced.
In the beginning.
Yeah, because we were doing like champagne shooters.
Yeah.
Shots, shot after shot.
Yeah.
You know, it's
we had like a big bottle of Casa in the club. We got it like maybe 30 minutes before the club was like about to close.
Yeah.
So I ended up like stuffing it in my pants, and we
walked out. So then we were like
man.
in the car. We were in the back seat, like, you know, vibing.
Yeah. Liam was just driving like crazy
Oh my God,
fast.
that was scary. I was a little scared for my life.
Yeah, it was one of those like wild, not so safe, fun nights that like I wouldn't do again, but I'm really glad that happened.
But we were like in the back seat, like taking shots straight out the bottle, and I was like blacked out at this point. Like I was browned out.
Browned?
Yeah, like I remember some pieces, but it got a little blurry.
Yeah.
And we went back to my place.
And then got locked out of her spot.
No, we went down to the garage and I left my keys in the apartment.
Upstairs.
Because I remember I like wasn't wearing shoes.
Yeah.
So we were like around, and my drunk remembered there was one way to get up to my floor without needing a key fob. I honestly don't even know how my drunk like came up with that. Like, she's smart. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Everyone was really faded, But luckily, honestly, that whole adventure kind of like started to sober everyone up, I think, a little bit. Just because it was like took so long.
It was fun.
Like trapped
But
in
when
the parking
when
garage.
was our first kiss of the night?
First kiss of the night was it was in the elevator.
Or was it in the car?
No, I was in the elevator. I didn't kiss you in the car.
Was it just me and you?
Nah.
Or was it all of us?
Damn.
You don't remember?
I remember I just remember,
don't remember.
kissing in the elevator.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Well, when we were locked out, remember we kissed on the car. I was like on top of this car, this big truck.
Yeah, so that means we had already kissed. If we were kissing right then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it was like on the first way up. I think it was like the first elevator ride up. And I think
Yeah,
I
once
kissed you to
we
like get the
started
first kiss out the
kissing-
way, like knowing we were on the way to your house.
Once we started kissing, we didn't stop.
But yeah.
Like, it was like we've been together for like years. Like, we were just all over each other. Like,
Yeah.
just like in love. Like literally acting like a couple, just like would not stop
Yeah.
touching and kissing. I was like on top of the car and he like came over and like kissed me. It was like an upside down kiss, I think, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just doing
hot.
yeah, it was doing
It was
like
hot.
who does upside down kisses on the first night? Like those are for like 2-year boyfriend type things.
Yeah, it definitely
Like-
wasn't giving like one and done. It was
Nah.
just like
No,
it
I
was giving,
legitimately
like-
had a crush on this girl and like literally had just met my dream girl and like felt like I just like entered a relationship with her on the first night.
Pay me to black him out.
Yeah,
we were
it was
just
just
destined to be
super
together.
like comfortable. I like totally felt like I could just be my like drunk self. Like I really gave no
Yeah,
that
we were
night.
yeah. We were
Like, I
all
really
just like
did not.
friends and yeah,
So that
we were
was
wilding.
cool. Like that says a lot if like you can be like
Let your guard down.
and I didn't feel judged at all by
Yeah.
you know.
I know I have the funniest videos from that night.
Yeah.
I might put one like on the
I'm
screen.
like, come on,
from
boo
that
boo.
night.
I was calling you
If it's
boo-boo.
PG enough. Oh.
This guy's
Hi guys.
At least he's not.
Put it up.
Anyways, at
But
this
yeah.
point we were like already married.
Pretty much. I think I told her she was my dream girl.
Yeah, you told me like when we were in my room, like on my bed.
Yeah.
Like I
nah.
vividly remember that, and then I
I was like-
also remember. I think you said it in front of our friends, like when we were all on the
Yeah.
couch.
No, I was
Because I
literally
remember
like.
my friend was like, "Oh my god, he called you his dream girl. Like it's
No,
so
I was
cute."
literally like on another planet. I was like high off of just like our energy. It was just crazy. Basically, it was just like an instant boom spark and like
Mm-hmm.
it's just continued every day since then. Like
Yeah.
we've literally been inseparable. After that night,
Yeah.
after that night, we actually did. I think we like took like.
Well, let's finish the rest of the night and then we'll get
All
there.
right. I thought that pretty much summed it up.
Yeah, I guess.
We're getting
I mean,
details.
we were like
like,
hanging out with like all of us, and then we kind of like had some private time and talked more. Yeah, and it was just the vibes were immaculate. And anyways, then I woke up and he's still in my bed.
Well, no, I think we went to bed at like
Like,
5 a.m.
no,
though. Like,
we were
to
up.
be fair,
We were
it's not
up,
like I was
like-
like trying to like hold a spot. Like,
Kidding.
nah, that's not me. I play it cool. I'll be out.
No.
I'll do my little dance and be gone.
No, it was cute.
But you had like a spa day or something.
Yeah, we
like
had
it
a
would be
a
like in a
girl
normal
spa day
situation
set
like
up.
this. In a normal situation like that, it would be like pass out at 5 a.m. you probably wake up around 8, everyone's still asleep because like how drunk we were
But
that
it
night.
was
And then I
cute.
could have my little time to like leave before everyone else wakes up. I didn't have that because they had to be up at like 7 a.m. for like a spa
it was
day.
cute that
So
you
like we passed out
stayed.
at 5 and then like
It
she's
was
up
cute.
at 7 and like this nigga is still on my bed for like
No, it wasn't 7.
it was early.
But it was cute.
It was early.
Like,
but I just remember waking
could
up.
tell
I just
you
remember
were-
waking up when you were up, like getting ready, and I was like, oh.
yeah,
I
I
was
just
like,
started getting
damn.
ready. So I was like, well, I got a spa day to go attend to. So he wakes up, and then I'm like, yeah, I got like my spa day. And we're like getting ready to like leave. We're like leave at the same time. And he like stole my sister's hat, thinking it was mine.
Well,
and then
okay.
my sister and my friend like caught us in the elevator, and my sister's like, is that my hat? I didn't even notice.
Bro, I'm not a thief. I don't
No.
have thief
No,
tendencies.
you aren't.
I literally, first off, the hat like matched my fit immaculately, and it was like in her room, and I had
I
been
thought it
wearing
was
it
yours.
all night. Like while we were at the house, at the crib, I was literally
No,
wearing
yeah,
it
you
all
were,
night.
you were.
I had videos in the hat. Like everything. I just figured it was hers. Like I thought it was like a I'ma see you again. Like if you want your hat or don't want me to take it, you're gonna say something because it's your hat and you literally see it on my head. Like you literally see it on my head. So I just thought it was like, you know, one of those little slick moments to like, you know, like
It's like leave me
You'll-
your bobby pin at.
exactly. Like you'll
You
get this
ran
next time
out.
I see you type deal. But nope, it was her sister's hat. Little did I know. That was kind of embarrassing. It made me look like a
No, they were like, he tried to steal my hat. I was like, no, I
Bruh.
don't think
No.
that was his intentions.
Definitely not.
We're like about to go in the elevator. You're like, you asked for my number.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, can I get you?
Yeah, that's
a
crazy. We don't even
number?"
have each other's numbers yet. That's crazy. We just fast forward, baby.
Baby, and now we're here.
No, she
No.
was not conceived that night. It wasn't. It wasn't one of those. It was 6
Oh,
months
boy.
later. But
Anyways,
hey, baby.
so he goes home. Did you go home?
No, I went home. Did you go home? You're like, I don't even know if this nigga had a house at this point.
No, at this
or a
point I
place to
didn't
live,
know.
a car.
Yeah,
Like,
he was just, you
Nah.
know, living life.
well, cause
And-
Liam did what I should have done, and he dipped like before all that.
Yeah, he dipped without you. That was.
But yeah, that was
Oh, didn't he work though or something?
something like that. Yeah, I think he had to go to work.
Maybe an excuse.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I
yeah.
was like, but we hadn't been friends that long
yeah.
at that point.
So you left. We went to our spa day, and you like texted me, and I was like, oh, like I'll just like text him later or something. I actually didn't know if I was gonna respond.
Wow.
Something in me was like, you know, text him back, you know? And at this point, I was so hungover also, to be fair. Like I couldn't even think, you know? Like are you going back to our
I'm
first
trying.
text?
I'm trying to. I'm seeing if I can. I've never tried to. It's probably gonna take a million years, but
Oh my god.
that would be cool.
I
I wanted to know like what I said. It was something cool as hell and slick.
I probably
know
have a
that.
screen. Anyways, we're like, so I finally text him back. You know, we're like going back and forth. It was like cool vibe. Oh, and he called me funny. He thought I was really funny, and I liked that. He thought I was funny. You know.
See,
Um,
I did it. It was like I wasn't like, oh yeah, like last night was like you're so bomb. I was like, I complimented your personality. Boom. That's how you do it, fellas.
So I go on my spa day.
Well, I'm only in March of this year.
Yikes.
We got like a year to
Yeah.
and some
good
change
luck.
to go back to.
And then he like followed me on Instagram, so I like went and like stalked his Instagram
Again.
like again. But yeah, there's like
But like for real, because now you have permission to, because now we're both
Yeah,
following each
like-
other.
I was like, oh, he has like some cool like content, you know, like cool little reels. Like me and my friend were both like, oh yeah, like this is actually cool. Like his page, you know, it's fire. So, and I'm like, oh my god, like he's so cute, blah, blah. My friends are literally FBIs. I don't do the FBI. I don't look into things, but my friends and my sister are FBIs. So they're like, wait, I think he has a girlfriend. And I'm like, no way. No way. And I'm like looking back and he still has like pictures with his ex. And I'm like,
It was like, I guess it was a red flag.
it was a red flag.
But in my defense, I'm just like the biggest like not hide anything person. And like me and her were done at that point, like literally not talking, not hooking up, anything like that. But
Yeah,
I just didn't delete it because
be
I
fair-
hadn't started anything with anyone else
Yeah.
yet, or got into any like actual serious talking with anybody since then. And I have been single for now like a year.
We were both single
So-
for a year. That was like the cool part
Yeah.
about it.
So it's like those pictures are like a year old that she's seen.
No, yeah, they were definitely not like recent.
And I just had like no urge to delete them because first off, like it low key, I mean, if anything, it was like a deterrent because like I had to deal with like less people in my DMs, probably because of it. I mean, I wasn't like someone who's like girl crazy is gonna be like, let me delete these ASAP so I can get more girls.
It was
You
just
know what I
like,
mean? I just like it was like
whatever.
whatever.
you
Like I
weren't
just
in
wasn't
a
trying to
rush.
hide it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
We were
I think
texting
you said.
and I was
think
like,
you said like you owe me dinner, like you owe me a real date.
a real date.
You were like
yeah.
you owe me a real date.
Yeah, I was like,
And the fact that you said that, I was like, all right, like it just like I obviously wanted another date, but like the fact that she like came out and said that was just like on some. I mean, she was backpedaling a little bit. I feel like she was backpedaling a little bit just because of like I had already like we hooked up the first night, so it's like now buy me dinner. So it's like, but
what do you mean backpedaling? Like, you should
backpedaling,
still
like
get me dinner.
no, 100%. But like, I'm glad you did it because it was like, you know, it like showed, you know, that
you could
Like, take me on a real date.
yeah,
Just
like
me
you
and
know your worth, like you know your worth, and it's like, yeah, buy me dinner and let me like get to know who you actually are.
Yeah, like let's like start this right.
Yeah.
You know.
Again.
I mean, like it wasn't wrong.
No,
but we just, you know, just like
Yeah.
one-on-one. I needed that like one-on-one official date where you buy me dinner. I don't know. That's kind of like my rule. If you can't invest like a dinner, then it's like, why would I want to invest my life
No facts.
or time? You know, it kind of took a little bit of like back and forth of like figuring out the dates because I think I went like out of town for a couple days or something.
Yeah, you
so
went
it
to,
was
you
like,
went to Sedona.
yeah, so it was like a week later, a whole week later that we finally got like back together for dinner and
Yeah.
had time to go to dinner. And he took me to this like nice, you know, Flint. It was like a nice little vibe, nice little spot.
I just like healthy, like ish food.
It was
I
like
tried-
honestly the
but
perfect
it's still like
spot.
kind of like
Like it wasn't
upscale.
like you were trying too hard, but it was like a nice place.
Yeah.
So like I like that. And then yeah, we're like literally inseparable since then. You like came back over, we hung out. Did you spend the night that night? Probably.
I think so, yeah.
And then like the next couple of days, like you were like in the area.
I would stop by.
And so you would stop by and end up staying the night and whatnot. And I'm like, does this man have a house?
Oh yeah, she hadn't been to my crib. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point
Well,
because
I lived far. I lived like way up north, and so I would just be out and about like around her.
But it was
and
cute. It
then I would
was
stop
like,
by.
I'm like, okay, this guy like really wants to see me and hang out. Like,
Yeah.
it was cute, like the effort, you know?
Yeah. She thought I was hiding that I didn't have a home.
Yeah, at first I thought he was maybe like couch surfing. I was a little like,
Yikes. You think you can couch surf and look this fresh? I don't think so, buddy.
Like I was like, something gotta be wrong with this guy. Like look at him, like he's perfect. He just had a little drinking problem, you know. But
I did.
I
really did. I just hit a year sober, by the way. Hey.
So what? We were hanging out nonstop for like months, maybe like 2-3 months.
Until what?
February, March,
Until what?
April, May. 4 months until you asked me to officially be your girlfriend.
Oh yeah, it was May 2nd.
Yeah. At that point, I was like considering moving to Miami for like modeling and stuff. And I like voiced that to him, so I think you're a little nervous or unsure because like I was gonna be moving to Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, she voiced that in the beginning, so I was like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna not have the opportunity to like get to know her and like see what this like
could be.
Like,
But it was
I didn't
also
see
kinda
it.
like
I didn't see it as a waste of time because like someone could hear like you're gonna move and just be like, like I'm just gonna categorize you as like this ain't gonna work because da da da. But I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna see what this could be. Like it
That
scared
was, like,
me.
Sad.
It was sad. Like I was actually like I actually thought about this the other day. I was at work. I was like bartending at a party, and this was like around the time that we were talking or whatever, and you were like about to move, and I literally like I was drunk a little bit, but I remember literally like tearing up talking to a stranger about the fact that you're moving. And like I had just met you and like all this stuff. Like that's how you know that like like emotionally invested in just such a short amount of time. Like the feelings were very real. I was low-key trying to like downplay it, and like I was drinking all the time and like kind of acting like I wasn't that invested. And I think, you know, to her, she's like, well, he hasn't made me my girlfriend. He's like not like. But like really, I was just like, I was almost like, I had two thoughts. I was like, I'm gonna see what this is gonna be, but also like, I low-key was like, kind of like self-sabotaging just so like I didn't get hurt, low-key, like just staying drunk and like not making it official because like and knowing you're about to leave.
Yeah.
You know?
It's hard for me to like tell you that too because I was like, and I was still going back and forth about it. I was like, dang, like I just met this amazing man and like now I'm about to move. Like, are we sure? But like also it's like I've learned in the past to not base like my life decisions off men.
No, and I've done that as well. Like I've moved in the past for somebody and I resented them for it. And so like that was the last thing I ever wanted.
Yeah.
Like for her to stay. I didn't want her to stay because she had just met me and then like resented me for like not going and giving her dreams like a shot. So like from day one when she would talk about Miami, I'm like, yeah, you should do that. Like
yeah, that's also another thing is that you like supported it or you were always like it like whatever you want to do, like, you know.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like you're like, well, if you go, I'm out of here. Like it was never that. Like you were very just like supportive and like
we would have had a good relationship regardless if you went or not, and regardless of if I made it official or not, we would have still been on like good terms as far as like caring about each other.
Yeah.
Like it's just it was either gonna go like one or two ways. If our lives were gonna separate
because, like,
or stay connected.
Because I was kind of like basing my decision if you were gonna make me your girlfriend or not. So it was like we were both kind of like waiting on each other to like.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to tell me you weren't going to make you my
took-
girlfriend, and you were yeah.
That's what like probably took or prolonged that whole situation.
Yeah.
So we were like dating, and then we made Amaya.
So we were like dating, and then we made Amaya.
Like a month later.
Oh no, we literally
On Labor Day.
We like
was that Labor Day or Memorial Day?
Whatever one is in May.
It's Memorial Day. Yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day's in September, I think. We like tracked it back to that date.
Yeah,
funny.
it was definitely that day. I was like, well, I just need to go like figure out if like Miami is somewhere I can like would want to live. So I like stayed with a friend for like 2 months
Oh yeah, we didn't know.
During-
and we didn't know she was pregnant.
during swim week, so I could be there for swim week and go to all my auditions and stuff. So
Yeah, because that was already the plan. But
Yeah.
we didn't know that like she was pregnant when she went to go.
yeah, by the time I was there, I was pregnant already.
She didn't find out for like a few weeks into.
And at that point, like before I even found out, I was still going back and forth. Like I was looking at places and I was just like not really finding anything I loved. Like things were just off. Like I wasn't feeling confident about living in Miami. I wasn't excited. I was just like, I was missing him. Like I was sad.
Sorry, I'm
I
like
was
not
sad.
trying to be on my phone. I'm just so close to. I'm so close to finding these original texts.
Where are you at?
I'm like in June of last year. That's
June
pretty
of
far
last
back. I went a
year?
year back. That's pretty far back. Now my phone's glitching out.
Ah, shoot.
Dang it.
We might have just done all that for nothing.
I know. It might just shoot me back to the beginning.
Has it been glitching again?
No, I
Or
literally just
started?
did this.
So he came to visit. Oh, I found out I was pregnant on Father's Day, and
Oh, yeah.
I took a pregnancy test because I was like, okay, I haven't got my period. This is a little sus. I was getting like pregnancy symptoms and stuff, so I'm like, okay, I should probably like take a test. I took a test, and it was positive, and I was like, well. I was like freaking out, and I was like worried about like what you were gonna say, and I like FaceTimed him. He like didn't answer. He was like, I'm on the phone with my dad. I was like, okay, well just like call me when you get done. He was like, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, because it's Father's Day. Duh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so he called me, and I told him, and he was like,
My reaction was like, I was definitely like jaw dropped.
you're like, oh.
We weren't like trying for this. So like the first thing I thought was like, did I just ruin her dreams and her like plan, you know? I instantly thought of it from that perspective of like that whole resentment thing and everything that I was talking about of like why I wanted you to still go and stuff. That was real. And I was just instantly like, oh crap. Obviously this isn't planned, this is crazy. But at the same time it was like, I instantly knew you cute again, daddy, talking about this story of making you. Yeah. I instantly have had a feeling of if she is down to do this, I'm 100% down to do this. Even though how crazy it was just like this has to just be a part of our crazy love story because the whole thing's just been crazy and like it just must be meant to be. Like
Yeah.
obviously it's not planned, but like I instantly in my heart was like, we'll figure it out. If you're on board, then I'm on board 100%. We'll figure it out. Like, and not really figure it out, but just like, it'll all be how it's supposed to be and work out. And literally like, from that day forward, everything has just gone immaculately. Like since the day we met, but like,
Yeah.
especially from that day of like when we both made that decision,
Yeah.
like everything has just like gone
It
into
just
alignment
made
since then. Like,
sense, and like it just felt like so meant to be. Like I can't really describe it, but like nothing has ever felt so meant to be in my life. And that's just how I knew, and I got my answer, and I was like, I have to go back to Arizona.
yeah.
And I was so excited to go back to Arizona and just like be pregnant and start life with you. It just like made sense. Nothing was making sense until that. And I was like, that's literally God being like, this is like God just like whoop,
Literally.
dropped it in on me and was
'Cause we
like,
were
this
both-
is what you're doing.
Because we were both having that feeling of like, it's like we had kind of like a world of possibilities in front of us.
Yeah, it's
Each,
like a transitional.
but didn't really know what to do and like
Yeah.
what we're gonna jump into fully. You know, things and opportunities, possible like dating shows and freaking
Yeah, we
just
both
random stuff like that. Like,
interviewed for Love Island at that same time too.
Yeah. And so like it's just funny, God just like placed us in each other's lives like right when we kind of just like were like lacking like direction. We were on a path, which is not very fulfilling. Yeah, it just wasn't fulfilling.
And we were both single, kind of like doing our own thing. Like,
yeah, we had both gone a year. We were both like a year single.
we were both like really single, I feel like. I mean, there was like probably some like side things
Yeah,
here and
obviously,
there, but like nothing serious.
Yeah, the whole thing was just like divine timing, and it just felt like super in alignment with everything.
Yeah.
And literally everything in
Crazy.
life has just like, I cannot stress enough how like perfect Nikki's pregnancy was. Not one complication. The whole thing was just like peaceful. It was a joy. She was a joy to be around. Like I hear all these crazy like scary stories of these guys talking about their girls when they're pregnant. Like, bro, she's a monster. And like she was literally just like the most peaceful, like loving
Yeah, but
girl
you
during
also
that.
like gave me the environment to be that. Like we just have always had a very like healthy, peaceful relationship. You've never like brought me any type of stress like throughout our whole relationship, besides like drinking. Like, there was no other women, like there was no like, I knew I was like the one and only, you know,
Well, yeah.
from day one.
I wouldn't even have had time
And he
for
was
any
just- you
other
were
side
just
things
so-
because I was giving you all my
Yeah,
time.
you were
Any
just
spare time I
so
had without
open and
when I wasn't
honest.
working was to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And so it was just like,
I mean,
I
you're
instantly
just
dropped
like the-
everyone I was talking to. Like,
You're just like the type of man, like, you're just honest to a fault. And like,
Yeah.
you don't care
I suck at
about,
lying.
you just don't care about like the stupid stuff, like having multiple girls. Like you don't need any of that to like fill your ego. Like one person is enough for you. Like you don't feel like you have to entertain people or
Well, and I just like, it's a headache, and I just can't do that.
yeah.
Like,
And I've just known like it's always just been me. Like such a undescribable feeling. It's just been everything I could ever want and need in a person. I knew you were the one when you cried in the strip club to me about how much you loved me. That was real.
well, how did we even end up at the strip club?
That
night?
was real. That's how I knew. That was before I went to Miami, and I was like,
Like we were just there because
like,
the group we were
this
with was
man
there.
is literally dropping tears in front of the freaking strip. There's a stripper dancing on the pole right in front of us, and he's locked in on me. There's a freaking stripper over there naked, and he's just like bawling, like telling me how much he loves me.
Bawling.
Okay, no, but there's tears running
Yeah,
down
I was a
your
little
face.
watery eyed. It was a bawling.
But like
Right.
that was like the sweetest thing ever. Like I was like, oh my god, I could not love you more right now. I always have loved you for that.
A funny, beautiful, crazy story.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting better.
So,
Truly
like-
grateful. And we tell each other like literally all the time. Like I just,
Yeah.
one of us says it either like daily or every other day. Just like literally.
We just express a lot of like gratitude about how like lucky we are to have each other, and just like how like written in the stars like our whole relationship is
Literally.
and has been.
Literally, it's been nothing but growth and like.
We just
from
like
every
make each other
standpoint.
better. Like we like
I
we
quit
started
drinking.
building stuff like together like early.
Yeah.
Like
Cause it
it's-
was just easy. Like we just started like even like the content thing. Like we didn't make a couple page, but like we were making like TikToks together the first week.
yeah.
Like it was just like out of fun.
Yeah.
And just like stuff like that. Like it was just like easy to just do stuff together, and like you could just instantly see the potential in us
Yeah.
and in our relationship.
Yeah.
And it's just like only continue to just like multiply, and it's just really cool. I'm like, just when I look back at like the last year and a half, I'm just like, it's like mind blowing, honestly.
It feels like we've been together for years.
Years, like.
I mean, it's always felt like that.
It sounds
but
crazy when we like have to tell people how long we've been together.
I know people are like, how long? And we're like, well, it doesn't
Like a year and a
really-
half, and we're like,
doesn't
and she's
really
like half a
reflect-
year.
doesn't really reflect our relationship at all. But like, I don't know. When you know, you know. Like that's a real thing. Like
No, for real.
in all of our other relationships, we've always just been like unsure. Like we've always just known, you know,
Yeah.
from day one. That nothing special, and there
For
was
sure.
potential there. Like I knew, like he's never felt like this before, and I would tell him like that I never felt this way before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tell him.
No, yeah, never. Like, no, like literally never been so sure about a person since like the beginning.
Since
Like, no, since the beginning. I just say like too much just cause, but there's just like I've had past long relationships where it was just like just with them almost because like the time that's occurred or accrued.
Because like you guys have been together for so long.
Yeah. Of course it's like you cared about those
Or
people. Just like stars literally aligned, all the alignment, like timing wise, you know, opportunities wise, just everything that has come from it has just been like literally a sign from God, like this was the next chapter in your life. Like
Yeah.
I brought this to you, like laid it on your lap, and here you go. Like you were and it's like I've never been the type to look for like something outside of myself, like to like help me get through something, or like I don't, you know, like looking like needing something from someone, but it's just been like the biggest add-on because we were like single and like doing our personal work.
We were both like
we had
whole,
like
and we were both like ready.
for the other person.
Yeah.
So it's just been like
So once
each
God-
of us just adds on to another.
Yeah, like once God like put each other in front of each other, put us in front of each other, it was just like we were open to receiving it because of the work we've done and presented it, and we were in the right place and in the right mind that we could recognize it.
Receive it and nourish it.
Because some people
water
do
it.
that. Some people like block their own blessings by not being
Ready.
like not doing the inner work.
Yeah.
Don't block your blessings because
You're not paying attention,
you could have
or because
you could have a family, a beautiful life.
no, literally, like I wouldn't trade any of this for any club, any like
No.
any amount of girls, any amount of like going out with the guys and tables and sections, and not like I would not trade this for anything in the world. Like this is the most valuable thing I've ever found. Just so glad that I was able to just like let go of certain things and see the future value and potential of all of this, and then just to like see it turn into this the most beautiful thing like every day is just so dope and rewarding. And it's just crazy. I love you.
My best friend and the love of my life, and just like my everything all in one.
Literally. And we here for the long haul.
Yeah.
We rocking super tough. We're
Forever.
super locked in.
It's a forever thing.
It's gonna be forever locked in November. Super excited for that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that turned into a way longer video than we were planning. Obviously we were gonna like
We love reminiscing.
chop
on-
that down a little bit, but
it.
we've been filming for over an hour, I think.
Yeah. I think so.
But yeah, like we said, hopefully that just gives you guys a little insight on who we are as people, and not just like these random like YouTube shorts and random audios and stuff you see and
No, for real.
stuff like that. So we just wanted to get a little more personal with you guys, just so you know. If you haven't ever followed us, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please punch the subscribe button, the like button.
Comment, subscribe, and
comment.
comment. We're gonna be doing a Q&A here soon next time. So if you have any questions you want to be answered, go ahead and drop them down below. We're just really appreciative of all of you guys for tuning in.
Lots more to come. Excited.
Yeah, lots more to come. We're just getting started, so
Just getting started.
big things on the way.
Alright,
Big things on the
YouTube.
way.
Love you guys.
All right, peace out. Bye.
Bye bye bye.
Ah! Oh. All right, bye guys.
Dose.
Oh, please don't let this go.